And so, you know, you've got the different things that you can do, but I created an assessment, and let's see if I can see if that's just given me who did it. I don't know if I can. Back to assessments here. Oh, you know what? I think I can't see everything because of this. Hold on a second. I got to get rid of you guys. There we go. Now I can see what's going on. Okay, so over here I can preview my test that I created. And basically what I did, when you go to create a test, you can do it 3 different ways. You can create your own test, or you can take and upload a previous exam. So I uploaded one of our previous exams, just the first page. And then you have a way to drop in boxes. And so I dropped in a box here where students give their answer. And then I did that for the second one. You just drop them in and it assigns them a number. And you can see that it says solve for X. They can go through, they can actually type in their answer right here. And because we're not using any hardcore mathematics, it's pretty easy for them to do. If they can use, there's a math editor, so if they need to include something mathy, like with your square root symbol or something like that, they can do that. But it takes longer, of course. So your higher level classes would definitely have a much harder time answering these questions.
So the algebra, the actual work doesn't get shown, just an answer.
No, the work gets shown. They can show their work.
How are they going to?
So they would say 4x minus, yeah, type
I
like
can
4x
type in, yeah, you got it. I could type in 4x minus 9 equals 2x plus 17, hit enter. Underneath it, I can solve the equation just like I would normally solve it.
Okay, I see.
And then have an answer at the end. And you could emphasize that. You could emphasize that in your directions to the students when they take the test. Hey, I do expect you to write your equations and show your work, you know, step by step, and just like you normally would. Now, some students that are doing it on their phones or on an iPad, they might be able to actually use a stylus. I'm not sure. I haven't used that, but they might be able to actually write it in with a stylus. I've not experienced that. I was kind of hoping that maybe Dog would be able to try that and then get back to me. I can assign it another time.
I will put it on my to-do list.
So John, can you
scan it and you can just play with it?
Can you scan in your own tests and then?
That's what I did.
So you upload it?
You upload your test.
Okay.
Or at least that's one way. You have like 3 different ways of making a test, but that's one of the ways you can make a test.
And then you are able to drop those boxes?
Yeah, yeah. And I can show you right now.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can. Let me see. Like everything is, I am not an expert at this. Let me just tell you right now. I have just started. So.
Hey, let me let you know, I am recording this, and I'll give us a video of this if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Sure, you can record this. Like I said, I'm going to muddle my way through because I've done it a couple of times.
I have 0 experience on this, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. I got to try to figure out again, how do I create a new, oh, here it is up there. It's because what's happening right now is I see you guys on my screen.
Yeah.
And actually I have you minimized, but you're still there. It says like, no, who's talking right now? John. And I'm like almost on top of the new assessment right there.
Hey, John, you can minimize the thumbnail and I can just see a small box that says Talking Gumby John Baker.
I did that, and I'm going to put you guys down at the bottom down here because I can move you. But just a moment ago though, I was not able to see that assessment thing. Mm-hmm. So when I was having trouble trying to figure out how to create a new assessment, it's because that thing was right over top of the button. Anyway, so I think you guys are out of the way. And now I pushed the button that said create a new assessment. It was in the top right.
Yeah.
And now you've got 3 different ways here that you can do it. The upload one is kind of cool. Although if you go to a create assessment over here, I just do like from scratch. Choose from author. or from library, I don't know if it looks like there's pre-built assessments and things like that. That might be cool to explore.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is a bank.
Yeah, that might be actually worth looking at.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
for now, you can either create your own, which was actually kind of cool because if you go to create assessment, there's a lot of different things. Now, the only unfortunate thing is you actually have to fill in things like all the standards. And every problem that you assign has to be assigned a standard. Now, you could just throw in crap, you know, like whatever you want. Everything could be like the first standard, but they do make you create a standard for every problem, or assign a standard, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a list like choose the one from the right hand side, which standard it is, or?
What do you mean from? What do you? What
I mean,
like for
in other words,
for the standards?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
says
they give you a
select
list. They give you a list.
a drop down list. Okay.
It is, yeah, it's a big list. You can go through. You can find the exact standard that you know, or you could, if you were just like just didn't care about which standard was associated with it, you could just throw in the first thing that comes up
Yep.
Okay.
every time, and then you know, not worry about it.
Okay.
But you do have to assign something. So it took me a while because I was trying to actually be correct the first time I did it. And so it did take me a little extra time for that. So anyway, I went and I'm looking at the different type of questions. So I can add a new question. And there's a lot of different types of questions. These are the ones that are freebies.
Wow.
And now what they have is there are the Math Tech Advanced and there's ELA Tech Advanced. These are pretty cool. I haven't explored all of them. I went to the graphing one, but you can only graph a line or a line segment. It sucks.
Oh.
So definitely not very good. And a few of these others, there's numeric one and expression evaluator. I would think those would be probably pretty cool to use. But if you upload your own test, you cannot use these. The only ones you can use are the classic question types because it's an extra add-on that you have to pay for. And even though they're giving free accounts, they're not going to give you that for free.
Which one? The first classic question types?
This is what you get for free if you
Okay.
upload. If you upload.
Okay.
Now, if you create your own from scratch, what you're looking at, I have options for all three of these. So I can create, you know, matching tables, drop downs, editing tasks, sentence response, all the things that people would use in ELA. If I thought it was useful, I could use it. You know, Math Tech Advanced. I can use all these things also.
Hey,
And
John,
then-
you say if I upload, what am I uploading?
Well, let me go back. Let me go back to, I'll cancel this out.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to creating a test. So let me get out of this.
I mean, is there a program that I can purchase or what is it?
Well, you can, yeah, you can upgrade here and then you can use all of those math enhanced options for creating questions.
And this is at
on-
edulastic.com.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that yet though, because we haven't really figured out whether that's useful or not.
Okay. Okay.
You
So-
can just upload PDFs.
Yeah. Because I can make them and then upload them as a PDF.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to create your own, you know, tests in this, especially if you found one of those tech enhanced questions was, you know, pretty good
Yeah.
and useful. Because as you're creating the problem, you're entering in like all the things that you expect students to do. And it'll grade it automatically for you unless it's like an essay prompt, you know, but you can enter the answer that's expected, all these different things. Like if it's a matching one, you could, you know, you could enter in what the matches are and it'll just automatically grade it for you. If you upload your own assessment, you only have access to those limited number of question boxes that you can add to your uploaded assessment.
But then they can still fill those in and it'll still grade those.
Yeah, so let's try it right now. Okay, now I'm back on the assessments page. I'm going to go to new assessments. Here's my new one. I'm going to go with upload. So to see the snap quiz,
Yeah.
I'm going to upload a PDF. Now,
Upload one of ours, John.
what?
Can you upload one of ours? Upload
Yeah,
like
that's
unit
what I'm
5
gonna
quiz
do.
1 or something.
That's what I'm going to do. I actually had one in mind for us. Actually, I'll just go. This is our test that we did. This is the one that I actually had already uploaded part of it. So here's the whole thing that we had.
Just really quickly, guys. John, I've made you host.
Okay.
I have to leave because I have a live stream and I have to get it set up. So I'm also going to ask John Friedrich just to check, because it would be nice if to see, is the district going to provide an assessment thing that they're going to pay for, or if they're not, can we suggest this and have them pay for it and unlock different features? So I'm going to email John Friedrich to see exactly what's kind of going on there, because it would be nice if we had whatever is supported by the district.
Right. Okay.
So anyway, thank you guys. I will talk to y'all
Thanks,
later.
Doug. Hey, John,
All
just
right.
set this up.
What?
So set this up for us, and I'll
Hey,
get out of here
Dog,
too.
real quickly, Dog, before you leave, we may need one, I think one more. This is really good. We may need one more to go through.
Yes.
John or somebody can go through and show us how to do assigning homework through the publisher website.
Yeah. That one's
You know
not
what?
too
I can
hard.
probably-
We have
put together-
Thursday. Don't we have Thursday scheduled?
Yeah, I can also put together, I've done it before, so I can throw together a video and just send you guys a link.
Good.
Perfect. That's great.
So between now and Thursday, John, show us how to set up these fields right now, and that's what I'm going to spend my time doing between now and then, is uploading my Google Classroom and get ready on this stuff.
Okay. I mean, we could still totally do just one and share it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
like
that would
we
be
have to
Oh,
create our
yeah.
own.
yes.
You
Hey,
can still create.
I already owe somebody $10 for shepherd's pie.
So I spent all that time making my own test, Unit 6 test, and I
And
went
in the
old
next
fashioned.
5 minutes,
And I went by old school. I like cut and pasted, and everything. But anyway, I don't mind sharing. That'd be great.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the uploaded test right now.
Okay.
And you can now see the ones at the top up here, the multiple choice, multiple selection.
Yeah.
Those are those ones that you saw that were like the freebies. You can't use any of the other ones. So I don't know what this expression evaluator is. I'm not really sure what that is. It might allow them to enter an expression and then it'll check it automatically to see if it's correct. I haven't worked on that. I haven't checked it out. All I did was take essay ones. And so I just click on an essay one and then you drop it in. And it creates, that's problem 1. And then the minimum height is like how many lines that they're currently able to see.
Wow.
I tried like 2, but it's really too small. Like it's a text box. And if you make it like 2 lines, they're having to scroll down. So, you make it like 5 or 6 lines and then you just hit accept and it basically puts it in. And now if the student were to actually, let me see, I think you can go to view as a student now. And so if you view that as a student, you can see what they would see. And so this is what they would normally see at first. There's problem number 1. They said solve for X, they click on this, and now they've got a space in order to write their answer.
Cool.
Now, how is it scored?
yeah, that's going to be
Well,
rough.
this one is not scored automatically. So
This one
what they
would be
would,
rough.
well, they not really. I mean, if they type in, 4x minus 9.
But if they type it in backwards,
well,
like
you need
2x plus
you need to
17
automatically score.
equals. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm not sure of. I haven't explored. See, remember, there's this expression evaluator up here.
See, that's what I'd like to spend the time on in the next couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, because you might check it out. Let's see. We can put it in here and see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got an expression evaluator. So you put whatever the correct answer would be. Now, this is an expression. So if you're like, you might have to make this 2 parts where you say write an equation and then solve for X. You might have to make them 2 parts. Write the
Yes.
equation. You know what I mean?
Now, slow down. Can you, now since this was a PDF upload, can you change the directions? Like, can you retype where it says solve for the value of Y?
I do not think so.
I don't
Because
think so
the
either.
Oh, yes, you can. You make it a Word
Something to
document
explore.
first. make it a Word first and then make it a PDF after you're all satisfied with it.
Oh, right. Yeah. John, it's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's right about that. But you
What
can't
do you
change
guys,
it when it's in here.
I don't understand that question that's being asked.
So it's like you're typing a Word document and you make it. That's how I do all my tests, is on a Word document, and then you can make it whatever you want. You can change it however you want, and then once you're satisfied or we're all satisfied, then we can make it. We can convert it to a PDF. You just save it as it'll say save as, and then down where you save it, where the name is, right there's a little scroll bar that says save as Word, save as Jimmy Crack Corn, or PDF, and you save it as a PDF.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not concerned with that, but okay, yeah, all right, yeah, sure.
Yeah, what was it? X equals 13. So I don't know, like when you put the correct answer in here, I'm not sure if you actually have to, see, I have not worked with this, so I don't know right now.
That's okay. We got time.
Yeah, it's 13.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you put in 4x. I don't know if you can do it's just probably one expression. 4x minus 9 equals 2x plus 17. If nothing else, that would be
perfect.
That would just be the equation part of it, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could have done the rest of it, as in solve the rest of the equation. But that's, if I say accept, we can now see what would the student see. So we can go up to view as a student and see what they see. So here's our number 2. Oh, except that I was solving for x, huh? On that one, I typed in solve for x. So what if I just actually typed in x equals 13? I wonder if it would tell me.
Yeah.
You just plug in 13, I think, don't you?
Well, if that was the answer, but I put in the answer is supposed to be 4x minus 9 equals 2x plus 17.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So now I don't know. Oh, it's just telling me to submit and see. So 0
So
out
it
of
has
2.
scored it. It has scored it, right?
Well, I think it scored it. It might be that I have to manually go back in and score it. Question, well, here, 0 out of 1. Question 2, oh, there it goes, shows it was wrong.
So it's just 13.
Show correct answer. Click on show correct answer. Dang it.
What about Johnny Cheater, takes it first?
Yeah, I don't think they get back there, so you have to, I think you have to score it first.
Yes.
Like, I don't think they have access. I think you,
classroom.
Yeah, like you can set, when you go to set it, you set that they cannot see it until everybody's finished.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. But that way they could, if you released it, they could go back in and see their wrong answers and then see correct ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of cool that you can see what's expected. I was just kind of doing these where you set in, that whoops, hold on a second. This one, where it's essay-like, and then I was grading them. Because then they can enter in their whole entire equation. Here's the equation. They can do the solving of it. They can say x equals 13 in there. They just hit OK. And once they've got, that's the second question now. But so once they submit, then I'm able to go in, open it up, and score it. And then I can give them a score right there. We can set how much each problem's worth ahead of time, and then we just give them a score.
So let's say they got number 1 right, okay, and it's worth 3 points or whatever. Then how do you have to, on a separate piece of paper, you write 3? I mean, how does it work?
I don't know.
No, each one of these is assigned 3 points. So when you go in to grade them.
Yeah.
So let's see, let me see if I can go into grading. I think you grade them through Google Classroom. I'm in Google Classroom right now, and this is my Unit 6 test. one student graded. And what I did was, I think what happens is you see the students and you can then go and click on it. And then it gives me, so it comes back. Oh, I think it's because I already graded it. Yeah, these are the questions, how much they're worth. But I'm pretty sure it's because I already graded this one.
So John, you don't enter the right answer in Elastic. You grade them later on, one by one, correct? Or do you have to enter the right answer?
Well, I think you do actually grade through here. All I had to do was click on the one I was the one I wanted to grade.
Okay. So what did you enter here?
And I was able to grade it, but I've already graded it. So that's the only thing is I'm not sure, because it was easy enough. I mean, when I was just in Google Classroom, I found, I just went in here and checked out the student. It was my daughter, it said,
so did you have
submitted.
No, they do it together.
It said submitted. And then I clicked on it. And then I went, and it took me to like Edulastic, and then I went through and I graded each problem, and it gave me a little box to enter a score.
So
I read through the problem.
They're linked.
Did you have to enter the right answer before grading it?
No, not those, not the essay prompts.
So
because the essay prompt is, they
like
assume the teacher's going to do it.
Yeah.
So how do we? So you said that maybe the students can go back to the exams and see the correct answer. If it has not been entered, how are they going to do it?
Say it again.
Okay. So when you were showing the student, the way that the students will see the exam, Todd Freund said, okay, why don't you click on correct answer so we can see what it should look like? Well, in order for you to see that, you probably will have to enter the answer previously, correct? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one for sure. Yes, I agree with you.
So you have to enter somewhere, you have to enter the right answer.
Or it doesn't show that. Maybe it doesn't show that you can see the correct answer.
Okay.
Which I'm going to guess that it does not show that at that point. It only shows it when there is something for which it knows an answer's been, submitted or inserted.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't even try that with my daughters.
If you want a platform for them to open freely and show all their work, just type as an essay question and don't worry about the answer and just score it by hand. That's the same way Illuminate is. But if you want it scored, then choose from, in the same test, you can choose from multiple choice questions and have it just score those. And I'm sure we'll be given direction over the next 3 weeks about how are we going to assess. Like I keep saying, I'm just going to spend my next 2 days muttering around and playing around with this thing, like an hour or two today and an hour or two tomorrow. We'll be set.
Yeah,
I'm counting on you, Rob.
So, John, could you actually share this exam with the rest of us, and we can? I don't know how to.
We don't.
Do you send it?
We can use any exam.
But if she's talking about each of us updating it, that might be ugly, like a live document. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know how to take it from you, John, like what you have done, put it into my Google Classroom. I don't know how to do that.
What you do is you assign it on, let's see, how did I do that here? You assign it, so see assign right there?
Yeah.
And if you're already linked into it, because you're going to have, when you create your class on Edulastic,
yeah,
you have two options. You can create a class by hand, or you can create a class that's linked to Google Classroom.
Yeah, no, what I was saying is that you have already entered this. Oh, you haven't done this exam, the whole exam. It was just a test, correct? It was just to see if it was going to work.
Yeah, I actually did what I'm doing right now, this sign right here. I just went to a sign like that.
But the trial one doesn't have all the answers, so that doesn't have all the answers. I mean, all the questions. The one that you have Unit 6 trial, is that a complete exam?
That's a complete one that I did.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, that I thought we can actually use, or I can actually use that one, but I guess I have to do it. I have to go to my Google Classroom. Sorry, I have to go to Google Classroom, from there go to the Edulastic, or go to Edulastic and then connect it to my classrooms in Google Classroom.
Yeah, I would have to share it with you, which I can do, by the way. I just have to figure out how to do it. But I know that I can.
Oh, that's what I was asking, to share the exam, so I can actually upload it in my Google Classroom for everybody.
Well, the thing is that if we're just, if the purpose is just to figure this out, it doesn't matter what test you choose. Just upload any test. Upload any one of your tests.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be this test.
Right. And then if you guys, I mean, plus this test right now is an old one. If we were going to try to use the stuff that was in Dog's file, you know, the test bank or whatever, you know, we would probably need to make a test from that.
A different one. Okay.
Right.
Well, I can, never mind. I was going to say I could show you my test that I picked, but anyway.
I'm going to go. Well, that's going to be figured out for us. I think we could talk for 3 hours about how we're going to assess, but I'm ready to go. Aren't we meeting again on Thursday at 9?
Here, I'm just going to stop sharing. I think
when is the next
that's a department. I think that's a department.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Okay, so what, I have one more question that I know that I have asked before, but I just want to make sure. So thank you, John, for sharing this, because yesterday I spent hours trying to figure it out, how to do all this. So I think that now I have a much better picture of how to do it. Now, one thing that I wanted to ask, and I know that I heard Brian talking in another meeting with the science department here, because somebody said, well, do we have to keep on going with common assessments? And pretty much what I understood is Brian said, these are different times, correct? So you can pretty much do whatever you
want. More freedom than...
We are free to go, correct?
More freedom.
Yeah, free, but just keep in mind, we don't want to...
No, I'm not going to...
We don't want to go total rogue, because, I mean, you know it's going to come back. Someone's going to complain somewhere.
Hey, look, don't tread on me.
The other way, right? I mean, if one of us goes rogue and decides to make something so easy, and then everybody gets A's, you know, and then another person makes it a little bit harder, and then they all get like C's, and somebody's going to complain somewhere.
So hold on a second. My question was not on assessments, because I'm gonna follow. If we take that question bank that we have, I'm gonna take it from there. So the level on the exams is pretty much the same for everybody, because I think that is true. I don't want to receive a bunch of emails saying how unfair it is, correct?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't want to do that. However, and I know that I mentioned that I may take away homework assignments. I may just take it away and then just excuse everybody. Just because to me it's going to be a nightmare trying to collect on a daily or every two days homework. So, or be assigning homework at the same time that I'm going to create. To me, I prefer to create short quizzes, like 1 or 2 questions on the material that I've been sending, that is going to allow me, because if I send homework is points for completion, no accuracy. So I'm going to get a bunch of BS that is not going to tell me anything of how the class is going.
Like right now? Like how it's been always?
Yeah.
But it's always been that way.
It's always been that way.
A bunch of BS. So, a bunch of crap.
No,
it's a bunch of crap. So, you know, when I'm in the classroom and my PA can actually go and grade the crap, I don't care. But when I have to do it right now and see how am I going to get all this homework, you know, I prefer to put my effort into every week, do a quiz of 2-3 questions just to see if everybody's following.
I agree.
And I prefer to put my time into that. So I'm saying that 20% for me, I am thinking, unless I change my mind, that I'm going to excuse everybody from homework.
Why don't you, how come you don't assign it through the HMH? I mean, my.hrw.com, you assign it, they either do it or they don't do it, and they get credit or they don't get credit.
Yeah, but hold on a second, John, because
you don't have to grade it.
Yeah, oh, that's correct. But this is the thing is that my students are not used to use any Google Classroom, any publisher website, nothing like that. So for me, it's going to be an effort to get everybody into Google Classroom, even though it's so easy. But like I said, there were 3 students out of 36 that were in Google Classroom. And
because it's optional right now.
Yeah, I know that, but there were some,
they'll figure it out.
They're happy to take the days off right now too.
There were 3 students that were telling me I cannot log in. I don't know what to do with it. I have no idea. I have to let them behind.
So if you're talking about HRW, like my.hrw.com.
Yeah, that I haven't even gone there.
Okay, but if you're talking about Google Classroom, the district has like all this information on how to do it. I mean, not to mention, all they have to do is go into their student portal. It's right there.
Yeah, I know, but if they have changed the password, I don't know if it will work anymore.
Well, that's if they change the password to get into their student portal and they don't know it. Well, then that's definitely a different question. That's not for us.
That's what I'm saying. That's not for us, and there will be more than one person, especially when you're talking about freshmen that they don't know what they are doing with their lives. So,
that has to be available. We just have to know who to refer them to. That's all.
The best we can. I mean, if we're going to be splitting hairs, I wanted to spend today and tomorrow doing what I showed you guys or tried to show you guys. I don't want to keep talking about hypothetical stuff that may or not come to pass. This is a text from my student today. Hi, Mr. H. It's Mia Brogan. I just wanted to let you know that I have a computer at home. I want to get a computer in my kids' hands. You guys are talking about homework and assessments. Nobody knows.
Well, but we have to get ready, Hutchinson. And that's the time that we have right now. So I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do this. So what we've done today with
I know.
is a huge help. Because I have a much clearer picture, because the same thing that the kids are getting nervous about how this is going to be, I'm getting nervous too.
They can't wait to have a check-in. That's what Miles loved. I just can't wait to get on Zoom with them on Thursday. Whether there's 10 or 25 there, I'm going to do my best to make sure there's 25, but I'm not going to lose sleep over if there's 10. You know, I don't want to keep this meeting going on for a couple more hours. I'm sorry, guys. It's been very, very helpful. That email from Sullivan's girlfriend nailed it. There are tools out there, and I'd rather spend our time trying to figure out how to use them together or separately than deal with all this stuff that's causing me so much anxiety. Like, how are we going to test them? I don't know, but there's 100 million kids in the U.S. in the same boat. 100 million.
All right. Anyway.
Sorry, but it's been a great meeting, but I just feel like it's going to go on and on and on and on.
Yeah, you don't have to stay, man. You can always leave anytime you want. If you feel like you've got everything you need, that's fine.
I do, and thank you guys very, very much. I will be back on Thursday, and I will definitely be looking into this Edge Elastic. I'm with Bullock on the 9 billion emails. That's caused me a bunch of stress too, but we won't be strangers. IM2, guys, we're pretty sound. Compare us to IM1. You know, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. IM1, clusterfuck. We're going to be okay.
We'll make it easy.
I mean, I love you guys. You know I do. And everything's going to be fine.
Hey
Okay,
guys.
but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Until
go.
I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna have anxiety. That's just the way.
Yeah, I mean we're all are.
That I think that's fair to say too. But the first 45 minutes of this were great, and now it's just getting worse. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check out.
Yeah, if you're not
guys
getting anything,
keep
yeah,
on
you're not
asking
getting anything
questions
out
or
of it,
whatever.
for sure.
And don't be strangers, guys. Love your show. Everybody take care. You know.
Okay, man.
We'll see you later. Bye, Hutchinson.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So-
Louis,
so
you going
I
to
know-
school on Wednesday?
What?
What?
Are you going to school on Wednesday? Oh, 'cause I got eggs for you. I got eggs. Who wants eggs?
Oh gosh, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going. I'll be in
I'll
my
be there.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
in my
there.
classroom. I just don't want a bunch of people around.
Okay, I'm going to be bright and early Wednesday morning, so I'll put them on
Okay.
your doorknob.
What early? What is early for you, Bolek?
Oh, come on, man. I get there 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my
I'll
gosh!
put them on your doorknob.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
And
I gave away
so-
3 dozen already, so I'll give you I got another dozen ready for you.
thank you so much, John. One more thing. The reason why I'm saying about the homework is because I went to what you told me, the
I'm
publisher.
out, you guys. Bye.
Okay, take care.
I
All right, we'll see you, John.
went to the publishers, and then I was